This 10-acre village dates back to 1903 when it was built to expand the area after the Florida East Coast Railway made its way through. William Cauley had owned some land along the railroad tracks and built a 2-story warehouse, a packing house, and an office here for shipping agricultural products. Soon after the railroad ran through, the village was booming with wooden homes for workers and small businesses and saloons popping up. Apparently, it became a pretty rowdy spot with many stories involving booze, brawls, and brothels. However, it is quite the opposite now and one of the most relaxing little spots to wander through. After the Great Depression, World War II, and the hurricane destroying the railroad, Cauley Square's population continued declining until the county finally condemned the buildings and had them ready for demolition. However, Mary Ann Ballard, a Floridian with a love of history and art, purchased the main building, land, and a few houses around to begin restoring Cauley Square. Her first effort was to open the famous tea room in 1979, where we stopped in for brunch. This was like entering a fairy garden with all the lace, delicate china, and crystal surrounding us in the greenery. They had a high tea menu here with quiches, scones, and finger sandwiches, as well as a regular menu to order from. We dined in the butterfly room and it was so magical. I will definitely be back. After Ballard passed, Varela purchased Cauley Square in 2001 and filled it with trickling fountains, blooming gardens, and brick-lined walkways. She also restored 25 buildings, which are now home to even more shops and restaurants. I recommend stopping by Jimmy's Bright Ideas for some uncommon home goods. This artisan owner buys antique items and repurposes them, turning the old stuff into something new and beautifully unique, like these lamps. We also stopped by the Perfume Factory. This is a family-owned French perfumery, and they only have 2 locations, one in Cauley Square and one in France. Everything here smelled so good, and it's made right on site. We ended up leaving with shampoo, after sun oil, and a bar of soap because everything was so tempting. So if you're looking for a new place to stroll, I highly recommend checking out the last railroad village in Florida and one of the last in the country, Cauley Square. Some say it feels like the old Coconut Grove. I have a ton of more unique things to do around South Florida coming your way, so don't forget to follow along for more.